That's it. What are you doing? Why are you taking so long? You're just busy putting your hand up your stuffed animal's butt. Come on. Well, make a move. Come on.
You know, I was just thinking, we had a video that we gotta be making. A story to be told.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, let's get to the video, shall we?
Moments with Mark? Huh? What? Oh, my bad.
Well, hello there. Welcome back to another... You can stop that. Another Moments with Mark. Yeah, I know, it's a sad reality that you're coming back 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, I know, it's sad. I know. Is there a bowl up there? Anyways, I was thinking, what on earth could I be talking about today? What fancy your people's interests? What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people? Huh?
Anyways, I was thinking about it. Yes, I know, I'm wearing socks. I got a lot of comments about that. Why? Yeah, I'm all over the place. Don't mind me. I'm just... Yeah, so I was thinking about what on earth could I talk about today. I was thinking about talking about Manhunt. I talked about that a year ago. I can't talk about Manhunt. I talked about it a year ago. I talked about that infamous story. I mean, I was thinking about it today because me and my friends brought it up again. We don't talk about cool. We talk about Manhunt, you know? But it's fine. So I thought, you know what? I could be talking about another game I apparently suck at. Mafia. Yes, I don't think you're going to be able to figure that one out from where that was earlier, but we are going to be talking about Manhunt. No, we were going to be talking about Mafia. Wrong game that starts with letter M and A. Yeah, it starts with M and A. So, where should I begin? Because there's two instances that really point out how bad I am at this. I guess I'll start off with the first one because it's kind of cool. It started off at an all-nighter, as most things do. Most crazy things happen at all-nighter. We all had a party in the bathroom once. We attacked the youth pastor. We almost had the cops come in because they thought someone was breaking the building because the security system went off. But luckily, we had someone to turn that off. There's crazy things that always happen in an all-nighter at a church. Nothing too crazy at that one. I mean, escape room. But there's just so many different things that happen at all-nighters. There's just so many different memories. People just like, yeah, we're gonna stay up all day long and just slowly losing their mind. Like, oh, look at the pretty butterfly. Look at the butterfly.
I'm flying free with my beautiful butterfly wings.
And then you had my one friend who severely has ADHD to the point where he was never allowed to have a red eye. And I found out that night when he did. He was going... I'm like... When people said that they'd be bouncing up and down the walls, I didn't think he was actually going to go up and down the walls when he drank, what was it? The Kool-Aid. No, not Fanta. It was Red Dye. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that guy. Kool-Aid man.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, he bounced off the walls, but that's not the story. Story is about Mafia, isn't it? I know, I'm already derailing the whole video. Yeah, so basically, I should probably explain how Mafia works. Mafia is a card game. You have different cards. You have the village people. They're the ones who are basically going to be your jury. They're also the main ones that are probably going to get killed off. All they can really do is sleep and vote. You then have the sheriff. He's going to be your right-hand man. He's going to go and he's going to figure out who the Mafia is. Then you have the medic. They're going to be the one that's going to heal the person and save them from death. Then you got the one and only Mafia. So, how does this work? Well, you have everyone go to sleep. You say, hey, sheriff, wake up. Who do you think it is? Sheriff's going to point, and I'm going to go nod, and say, yeah, that's Mafia. And then once they go, okay, so it is or it's not, you can go back to sleep. Medic, wake up. Who do you want to heal? All right, go back to sleep. Obviously, they're going to pick who they want to save. If they get it right, it's going to come out quite nicely, and if it won't, you know. And then you have the Mafia. Mafia, wake up. Who do you want to kill? Mafia will tell and point. Obviously, they can't say a word while they're asleep, or else they'll ruin the whole point, because they're not supposed to know those 3 identities. Those 3 identities are secret. So you say, Mafia, go to sleep. So then you tell a story of how someone died. It could even be the sheriff. But you have to, however many Mafias you have, if they remain at the end of the game and everyone is dead, then they win. And if you catch the Mafia, when you have your jury of saying, hey, who do you think it is, after tell a story of who died, and say, okay, who do you think killed them? You're obviously going to vote who you think killed them, and if you're right, then you got the Mafia. So, how did I go? Well, there's one kid. I actually got medic. I'm like, yeah, I got medic. Woohoo! I get to heal people. I gotta save them from death. Which, it's kind of hard to do, kind of hard to get that right. It happens every once in a while where like, well, someone got hit by iron. Magically, the iron did nothing and missed them. Something like that. That's basically how the medic works in this weird little storytelling thing you're doing. And, well, as I got medic, and this one kid, no one really wanted him to live. They killed him off right off the bat. And so he wasn't happy about that. So every time I woke up, I just see this kid, he's just here, and he's like, I'm like, oh, all right. So obviously when it's my turn for medic, when I wake up and I see this kid pointing to someone viciously, I'm going in my head, I'm thinking, I gotta pick them, right? So I do that. Boom, healed him. I saved him. About 5 nights of these go by, and not a single person died. And people are like, wow, this is amazing. We think it's Mark. Me, I'm just insulted, right? And it's like, so one thing I should mention, while you're in the jury and you're voting off who you think it is, at this point I'm getting voted along with someone else. You have 2 people that you're going to vote, and you have to put a vote of who you think it is. And, well, you get a chance to defend yourself of why you're not the Mafia. So my great defense was, if you guys kill me, all of you are dead. They took that as a threat. So they obviously voted me off, and I said, you're all crazy. Yeah, I honestly was going to say dumb, but I'm like, I don't think I called anyone stupid. I just said, you're all crazy. You all screwed each other over. I was a medic. Here's my card. I honestly wasn't going to tell people I was a medic, even though I think you can do that, but I just didn't. And they're like, well, all right. And then obviously everyone died. But yeah, apparently my way of telling you, hey, you're all doomed and I was the only one saving you guys, is saying you're all dead. So apparently I threaten people when you put me on trial. That's interesting, to say the least. I guess the other story I had, yeah, I know there's a 2-part story, because there's 2 instances that really stick out of how bad I was. Is there was just a game night I'm playing with my friends, right? We have like all these people here, there's siblings, all that, they're all playing along. It was a fun game night with everyone. Our youth pastor was actually there that night. I don't know what exactly he was doing, but he was there, you know? There with his girlfriend, who I think was turned fiance at the time, because they're now married and have kids. They moved away, but yeah, I believe it was his fiance at the time. They were both there, and so of course we're like, all right, you'll be the storyteller, you know, the one that says how we die and tells us to go to sleep and wake up. And so every single time I don't know how, but I ended up being the sheriff. So he would say, "Sheriff, wake up." I'd wake up. I'd go there. He'd go, all right. Thing is, with the sheriff, is you're trying to point out who the mafia is while you're awake, right? So I basically would have to convince people like, hey, I was just told that this is the mafia, but obviously I won't say it like that. I say, hey, I think this person's it, and try to give a convincing reason why I think that, and hopefully people would agree with me and go, all right, yeah, I agree with your opinion. Let's vote them off. They're obviously it. And so I didn't do that because I didn't realize this meant, oh yeah, they're the mafia. So every single night, it'd be, wake up. I'd point the same exact person every single night that game. I'm like, it's this person. You go. So obviously the game ends, we lose terribly. And my youth pastor goes, Mark, what are you doing, man? I kept telling you, yes, that's the mafia. So he then goes and reveals, he's like, yeah, he went and pointed at the mafia every single time, which I told him, yes. I'm like, oh, that's what that meant? I'm like, wait, hold up. That's what you're trying to tell me here? He's like, yes. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, my bad. And just like that, that's when I realized I am not good at Mafia. So, yeah, that's the grand adventures of me with Mafia. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe and comment if you're any good at Mafia. And if so, why haven't I known about this? You know who you are. You know what you've done. Anyways, bye. Yeah, I didn't like that. Bye.